Hello again, and welcome to another last week's news today. This dev live stream let us know that we can go straight to our account page on the Ashes of Creation website and connect our Steam and Intrepid accounts via the account settings. Real quick and easy like. Only one per account though. There's a support page for how to do that if you need help. I'll put it on the screen and link it below the video. Now, with that out of the way, they then gave us a good look at the sport fishing, which seemed like it would be very fun, especially with a few others hanging out on the boats. You basically just have to go out to where some birds are circling an area on a lake or in the ocean and chum the water. You can also spot them on the map as well as use a radar device for those heading out on a Corsair ship that also reveals other player ships in the area. Either way, there is a minigame where you have to keep facing the fish you catch and must match the abilities that the fish is using. It looks like a lot of fun to me. I see a lot of sport fishing in my future. Also, once you have exhausted the fish, you must swim out to get it, unless you get a critical catch, which brings it directly onto your boat for you. When you pick them up, they go onto your back like a crate, and it can be quite hilarious if you catch some kind of giant creature, especially as a dwarf, and they need to be floppy as soon as they can. You know what I mean. You'll also be able to check the stats of the fish you caught in your inventory. There are 3 basic sizes: fry, medium, and titanic, and there are various types of fish as well. For freshwater, they are walleye, catfish, pike, and gar, and for deep sea, there are tuna, sturgeon, sailfish, and marlin. Lures can be bought at the harbor, or if there's a level 3 cookhouse at a settlement, there will be a vendor there too. You'll be able to store up to 2 fish on your mule if you got a good one, and 1 on your back, so you can take it down to the harbor and sell it for some silver. We'll have to see how much the Titanic fish goes for when we get our hands on one in the test. Trophies are also something they want to add in the future. I really love the design of the Corsair. Everything about sport fishing, well, except for having to go pick up the fish, which I think is a little silly. Oh, maybe we can have a net item that we can use to pull it into the boat. That way we can still have the critical catch. And I can't wait for them to expand it in the future. My favorite system so far. The Harbinger system looks a bit neat. It's not my can of beans, but I can definitely see the fun in it, and maybe testing it will change my mind. But at the moment, there is a wave system in place for when the portals open, so it definitely looks like it will require a large raid to get through. But the art style is really cool, and it gave me some Geiger feels with the monsters and the way the inside of the dungeon looks. The mobs can drop corrupted crafting materials at items that can level up said materials, and there's also a way to purify those said materials from the mobs as well. There's also a ton of super good gear that's supposed to drop from the bosses and chests, which must be channeled for a whole minute, receiving a debuff called Blood Mark that makes a character flagged for PvP for an hour, and those chests are in the inside of one of the 3 Narthaxes, which are the dungeons. The debuff does not go away while you are logged out. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but the Narthax are accessible after defeating the giant commander called Ishara, the Siren Below. Once defeated, the Harbinger is only open for 3 hours, and it will lock and seal you up inside to kill you if you're not out of there in time. Oh, and they do plan to make the 3 different Pocket Narthax dungeons go into a much larger dungeon in the future beneath the Harbinger, which could be pretty cool, but for now, the portals only lead to one of the other sections of the Narthax. I do hope there's something for all those smaller parties out there to do during this event, even if they're unable to do much against the, main event of Ishara. It sounded like that perhaps, you could go in smaller groups away from the portal, so we'll have to see how it works when we get our hands on it. And if anyone is wondering about the incursion phase and the flowchart, what the hell? That we were initially shown for the Harbinger system, it's supposed to start getting rolled out in January and beyond in future iterations. I'm looking forward to seeing them use this tech to do the story arcs that we were teased about a while ago. Also, December 19th is the tentative date for the next dev live stream. And lastly, make sure to remember your keybinds from the current alpha and PTR, as they will all be reset once you download the game from Steam, unless they come up with something in the meantime for us to export and import. They don't know yet. I haven't seen anything yet, so we'll have to find out. That's all for this week. See y'all next time.